far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?
Hello, 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 everybody!
Hello.
How is everyone doing today? And welcome on in to the Thin Crust Flopcast, where we do try and talk about video games, as well as... Why are you quiet? Why are you quiet, Damo? Like,
I'm not near my mic.
ah,
My phone. Fuck! My phone's telling me I need Jesus.
Jesus. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. I hope you guys are ready, because all the information that we do tend to speak on here is stuff that we have found, so do not take everything we say as the whole truth. Look into it yourselves and come to your own conclusions. Joining me always, ladies and gentlemen, my lovely co-host. It's the one, it's the only, it's Damo!
Hello, everybody. It is me, your front special cat maid. Now, we already know Cass is going to ask me. So, why don't you tell chat where they can find you? Easy. Over at twitch.tv/it's the moon. Then on TikTok, it is it's the moon TTV. And then on Twitter, it is Potty with Eyes.
I mean, I wasn't going to ask that until, like, you know, the end, but alright.
No, I'm so used to now on a Friday where you're like, you know, where can people find you? Like, start a stream, so it's my memory.
Avena Cream, that's my mum's account. Ayo, Tobes.
Nana!
That's Toby on my mum's phone.
Hey, Toby, how you doing?
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, as always is the norm of when we start. 19.
Fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ. So, also, hi YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
So, with that being said, as always, ladies and gentlemen, what we try to do. Damo, what the fuck you been playing the past couple of weeks?
I've mainly been playing Shock Horror, Once Human, and For the King. That's been a lot of fun, and I want to keep playing For the King with my, with our lovely friends, Ivy and Inventor, because it's fun. I actually, guess what I got from the Xbox app today, actually, that I paid for?
What'd you get?
The Danganronpa 1 to 3. They
Oh,
had it on there.
Danganronpa, yes.
Which I will obviously be putting forward as a voice acting potentiality with our little group.
To my knowledge, it is already fully dubbed.
No. It's actually not.
Really?
The only time it's dubbed is just where you literally don't get a break. You know what I'm going about, don't you? The courtroom.
Oh, that.
Yeah, other than that, it's like it is with Digimon, basically.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I'll be down for that. I'll be down for some Danganronpa.
Yeah, so there's that. What else have I been playing? Not a hell of a lot, to be honest. Just apart from those two. Well, and Danganronpa 3, because I've already got a save file at Vanellope's on a Switch. For when I go around there and stuff. And I really should start going around there more often so I can actually get it done, bless. But I keep forgetting that I do actually have a friend in real life. That sounds so bad. I also played a little bit of Monster Hunter Stories too, as well yesterday. Not
Hey.
for very long, but tiny bit, you know.
Again, let me know if you need any advice, and I will help.
I appreciate it.
And I will help direct.
Oh, and then today I was on ZZZ and I got the new character already.
Yep. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. I have acquired your RNG Jesus.
Say that when the next new character comes out and get her.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Exactly.
I don't go on it often enough.
So you got the girl with twin tails and does electric attack.
I think so, yeah. I don't know what her name is. All I know is I got the new character and I was like, oh! Okay. Cool. You know, I got over it real quick.
I'm still working on the standard banner, and I'm close to actually hitting that 300 milestone on it. That 300
Nice.
wishes.
Very nice.
So then I'll actually be able to choose what fucking character they'll give me, and I'll actually finally get Nekomata.
Well, very nice, very nice. But yeah, no, that's about it that I've kind of been playing recently. What about you? What have you been playing?
Well, it's kind of no secret what I've been playing, but obviously you guys will have seen on stream some of the stuff that I've been playing. I've also been jumping back on Mass Effect because I never actually finished it when I started, and my save file didn't carry over, so I've got to basically start from the beginning again. Eesh. So,
That is such sad.
but I could deal. It gives me an excuse to play the first one again anyway. Let's see what else. I've obviously been doing ZZZ, Star Rail. Been jumping on and off Bleach Brave Souls. Obviously been playing Nikkei as well. I actually got the first Evangelion character for the collab the other day. I got Asuka, so yay. And they also gave me Misato as well through just logging in.
Nice.
So I've got those two. I've picked up a few other characters as well. It's like, wait, what? It's finally actually starting to get some actual power on my characters, so they're able to actually take on some of the more difficult missions. So yay!
Do you not want the prawn cocktail? What's it? Taylor?
That's sacrilege. The fact that they don't want it.
That's the prawn cocktail. Do you know what's it?
Again, sacrilege.
Come on, licky lick lick.
I've also been obviously doing my own little fair bit of Monster Hunter Stories 2 on my end. Obviously, before Friday, for those of you who actually saw, I did do a little bit of grinding, obviously getting some of the Digimon up and going. I've now pretty much probably cursed Mario Party Superstars now, so for Kiwi, so we'll have to find someone else to jump in with us on that one. Oh, what else? I have also been today. I was actually continuing my little playthrough of Scarlet Nexus. Good game. Need to finish the other run on that one at some point. But yeah, that's kind of really been it. I've mainly been sort of doing other little bits and just building up my wishes on Star Rail for the most part. Currently at 61. Yay. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of really just killing time until Thursday. Because, those of you who didn't see the schedule, I'm going to be playing Gundam Breaker 4, which comes out that day. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be doing an early stream for that one. Going to be starting at 12. And then I'll be playing it again on Saturday. For a couple of reasons. One, I'm going to pretty much be on my own on Thursday. Because Lion is got adult stuff to deal with. He's got to actually, be a responsible adult this time. I know, leg-asp. And Saturday, so anyone else that actually has the game can actually jump in with me. What the You know what? Not gonna ask Damo.
I'm eating prawn cocktail flavored giant Wotsits, and I just kind of like let it dissolve a bit too quickly on my tongue.
Jesus. So, with that being said, though, folks, let's get into the action. So, some of you may obviously be wondering, what's with the 360 in the title above our heads? Well,
Dun dun dun.
now apparently, Xbox, and this is coming from the Gaming Bible, apparently Xbox has finally explained what caused the Red Ring of Death, and fans aren't impressed. So I will read what the article says, and then I'll give my thoughts on it, and then I'll ask Damo their thoughts on it as well afterwards. If you were ever unfortunate to see your Xbox 360 exhibit the dread Red Ring of Death, I'm so sorry. The hardware issue in Microsoft's last-gen console affected a lot of people, though with the power of hindsight we know why, and why it'll hopefully never happen again. The story of the Xbox 360 is incredibly interesting and has been a documentary and there's been a documentary and countless YouTube videos discussing its creation and Microsoft's race to get it out before Sony's PlayStation 3. While it was still debated which console won the console war at the time, I know that brought up again, but at the time that was still a thing, Xbox 360 delivered with its library of games with great titles such as Halo 3, Fable 2 and Dead Rising. I can agree to 2 out of those. Don't get me wrong, Dead Rising, fun game, not really my thing. Running around on a time thing, nah. However, this library may have actually been its downfall, as it turns out the console's hardware struggled with being turned on and off due to the difference in temperatures. Todd Holmdahl, apologies if I butchered that, Xbox head of hardware for 1999 to 2014, had said in the past all of these people love playing video games, so they would turn this thing on and then off, and when it would turn on and off, you get all sorts of stresses. This is where the Red Ring of Death came from, which would essentially brick the console beyond repair on most occasions. I mean, that's something that should have been expected and fixed before the 360 left the R&D stage, one Xbox fan said. Some users were lucky enough to keep their console working even after the Red Ring affliction. One user said, "My first Red Rings were about a year in. I installed a dumb fan on the neck and it was great for 10 years after." Fortunately, modern consoles are much more advanced and have better cooling systems to ensure these technical issues aren't as common. That doesn't mean you shouldn't take care of your hardware and make sure it's clean. Now, the fact that he's saying literally just turning it on, playing it for a couple of hours and then turning it off again was what caused the stress. So literally using it caused the stress.
Which even then doesn't make a whole bunch of sense.
Yeah, I'm going to call straight up bullshit on that for one very, very, very good reason. What about all the people that got the Red Ring of Death when they opened the damn thing for the first time? Yeah, doesn't quite add up with what you're saying there, Todd, old boy. So, not gonna lie, though they claim to have given us an actual answer, I'm gonna have to say, not really. I'm gonna have to firmly debunk that statement and actually say, try again later. Because from the sounds of things,
within the hardware itself that wasn't done properly, or wasn't connected properly. There's a multitude of reasons that it could have been.
yeah. But the thing is, it's like at the same time they still don't know, and to be honest, I don't think we'll ever truly know. There are multiple theories with people's own solutions in order to solve the problem. But at the end of the day, I think it was down to the individual hardware itself and the environment. So, it could have been the heat, it could not have been the heat. It could have been dust built up, it could not have been dust. It may have gotten abused heavily from being kicked around or thrown about, or it might not have been. A multitude of reasons. It could have been, it could not have been. We'll never know. But it's still kind of ridiculous the fact that after all this time, they're saying, literally playing it for a couple of hours and then turning it off and then coming back and turning it on again later was what caused it.
I'm just wrong.
It's like, I was not gonna lie, I was expecting something, you know, maybe a bit more.
Dramatic?
Not really. To be honest, I was expecting something, you know, something a bit more technical, like someone expecting maybe, you know, an actual like technical reason, you know, like, oh, this happened when it was actually made, so what at the time we used that what was the best like fan or something, and over time it just basically started to break upon itself, which in turn would make it so it wouldn't be able to actually operate, and that in turn caused the red ring. You know, I would expect something, an actual legit reason, not, oh yeah, it's your fault for turning it on and off. So
Sound surprised.
I don't know. It's I shouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I'm like, my expectations weren't exactly high, but even this didn't meet it. So I'm like, come on, guys, come on, Todd, bro.
But you know, they want to keep themselves in the good of the eye of the public because of all the shitty things that they've done and continue to do so. In my opinion.
So
Expectedly.
yeah. Again, it's it's just I don't. I can't understand why they would say that was what caused the stress. Like, because on that basis, then it sounds like something that, you know, as one user said, should have been fixed at during, like, before they actually brought it out. Where were the stress testers? Like, if literally it was caused by stress of turning it on and off, then surely that was, again, it should have been found out by the stress testers. Or did they not have any stress testers for the actual hardware itself, only the software?
I don't know. They clearly didn't test it enough. Otherwise, honestly, I would have just, if I was in charge of the company, I would have pulled all of them from the shelves, you know, had a recall, get it fixed, get them sent out.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's if they took themselves seriously. Now, considering the Xbox was made in spite of Sony, it also does not surprise me.
Yeah. But what do you guys think? If you guys actually, like, to those of you who are either watching this live or watching this on YouTube, in the comments section, what do you guys think? Could they have actually done better in regard to it? And if you
100%,
experience and hang on, if you experienced the red ring of death, how did you handle the situation? Did you come up with your own makeshift way to actually get it working again? Or did you just succumb and buy another one? So, and I will say this, before anyone actually accused me of just being a PlayStation fanboy, I actually owned a Xbox 360, and it had some really really good games on there. Like, I actually enjoyed Fable on it. I enjoyed Fable 1 and 2. They were actually really really good games. They were, not gonna lie, probably some of the most fun games I've actually had. The original Gears actually was really, really good. Halo 3, my first experience in the Halo series, was actually really good. And then Halo Reach, really, really good. So, the Xbox 360, though it had technical issues, the PlayStation 3 wasn't free from its own technical issues. So, I think the way it feels, and this is just, I've said this before, it feels like, because they tried to rush to get the 360 out before the PlayStation 3, they screwed up on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they could have handled it better.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I wouldn't say that the 360 was worse. I would say PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 were actually equal in that generation.
Yeah, they were both good systems, and they both had their weak points. I've had both Xbox 360 and the PS3, for example, PS2, the original Xbox.
Yeah.
They both had a lot of faults, but they also had some qualities to them. In my opinion.
Yeah.
And I will say that very much so respectively. And that's the thing, you know, when it comes to a Red Ring of Death or any form of malfunction in any kind of system. You know, it's not... Back then it wouldn't have been easy to fully diagnose properly unless you really knew what you were doing. Sort of situation, you know, because it was... I wouldn't say it was still new, but it was relatively new at the time. You know, but both could do with a polish up at that point, I think.
Yeah. Like, not gonna lie.
On the PS3, internet connectivity was a bitch sometimes. Didn't want to play ball, and that would be even with a brand new Ethernet cable.
Yeah, I did hear the connection was actually pretty bad.
Yeah, that was even with an Ethernet cable, like brand spanking new Ethernet cable.
Ooh.
Whereas the 360 wasn't as bad in terms of connectivity, but had a lot more faults besides the Red Ring of Death as well. Like, if you wanted to say, I don't know, the little music player they had on there. It was great for the most part, but at the same time, it really did pick its moments and could potentially destroy your CDs. Like,
Yeah.
and get cheese.
I'll say this as well, like, and this is a little bit off topic, but obviously you saying that in regards to it destroying your CDs, I did kind of notice that when the Xbox One came out, there was quite a few people reporting of literally their discs getting destroyed when they put it in.
Oh yeah.
There was quite a lot. So it sounds like the issue that the PlayStation 3 may have slightly had, they may have run across that with the Xbox One when it came out. Because I don't know if you heard, like, literally the amount of people having to send their Xbox Ones away to get fixed or whatever.
Yeah, I know a few people did that.
It was actually surprising, all things considered.
But then at the same time, it was fairly easy as well at that point when the Xbox One came out to actually jailbreak it.
Yeah.
So a lot of that would have also been due to jailbreaking the Xbox and it getting found out.
Okay.
And it was jailbroken. But either way, yeah, it was still quite bad.
Ew.
Even if you didn't jailbreak it, sort of thing. I actually know someone that didn't even jailbreak the Xbox One. Bought it brand new, like sealed and everything, not secondhand, brand spanking new. And their shit got banned because apparently it was jailbroken, but it wasn't. And that was after like a month of using it.
Jeez.
And that person, I know for a fact, doesn't know how to jailbreak, let alone go to someone, like to the right person to jailbreak it properly.
Yeah.
But that's how bad it was at one point, you know? But then they kind of fixed the issue because it was something on their end, on Xbox's end.
Jeez.
But that didn't register the product properly as not jailbroken, so.
Jesus. That.
Like, they actually sent the Xbox in and everything just to prove it's not jailbroken. I shit you not, I kind of fucking laughed.
Wow, like I feel for them on that one. That's wow.
I did kind of laugh just because it was unbelievable.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it is something to kind of like when you look back at it now, it's like it's ridiculous, especially considering some of their practices now. But at the same
well, yeah,
time,
you gotta think. Because my first, like, question to this person was, did you jailbreak it? And their exact response was, what's that?
yeah, and that's when you
I'm like,
know,
oh god.
that's when you go, oh.
Yeah, that's what I was like, oh, shit. All was well, they got everything restored and everything.
That's good.
I think they even got, like, some compensation or some shit like that. I
I
didn't really
bloody
keep track
well
of
hope
it.
so. Bloody well hope
It's not
so.
the type of compensation you would have thought, though. If I remember correctly, it was, like, basically about, so, like, a couple of months or some shit, like, free membership, like, and,
No, that's the kind of compensation
okay.
no, that's the compensation I was expecting.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Because like they wouldn't just pay out like actual like financial compensation like that. They don't do that, and neither does
But
play.
this is where I call said person an idiot for accepting it as compensation. Because I'm not being funny, if that happened to me, I'd be like, nah, ha, ha, ha. Couple of months, like, membership? You fucking joking? Considering it took them, like, what, 5-ish months to send it back?
Oh yeah, no, I would have actually. Yeah,
My friend was an idiot.
on that basis, I would have said, give me an entire year free, or you can fuck off.
But because you know, because they'd already, like, accepted the compensation, can't fight it. You can't just change your mind because it's already been applied. I'm like, oh, you idiot.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah.
Oh.
Ugh, Jesus. But yeah,
It's terrible, but it's laughable at the same time.
yeah. So, with that being said, Damo, what you got?
Well, actually, I'm going to kickstart off my bit from when I actually streamed for the King with Ivy and Inventor. We actually had the joys of a developer from the for the King game
Mm-hmm.
pop in, and it was awesome. I say this because this has never happened to me in a day of my life ever, like streaming. So I feel very, very honored, to be honest. And you know, I asked what type of class they enjoyed, and like, you know, all that good stuff. And Ivy actually asked, would there be crossplay on the second for the King game? Now, they did also state, well, they did state, should I say rather, that they actually have it in mind, but it's unfortunately down to outside, you know, external things like Xbox, Sony, and all the other stuff in between like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, my assumption is that they already have the coding there for it to be ready.
It's just getting clearance.
Yeah, it's just getting that clearance. And as well, when it drops on Xbox and PlayStation, you know, on console, it will also come with a DLC. This numbnut that you can't see my face or anything that I'm doing, but I am pointing at myself. Okay, I am the numbnut here. I didn't think to ask, what kind of DLC would that be?
Well, here's the
It
thing.
is coming with DLC when it drops.
Well, here's the thing.
Sure.
That would have been like. Here's the thing. Unless they've actually announced what kind it would have actually been, I doubt they would have been able to actually say much.
That is also true.
So, the fact that you got told that it might come with DLC.
Oh no, it is coming with DLC.
Alright, sorry, apologies on that one. That's probably already more than what they have maybe initially announced. So, so take that for now and just run with it. Because here's the thing: as soon as it's gonna hit like obviously other platforms, I can almost guarantee, Daddy Chaos. Yeah. Would you like to join for the King with me, Inventor, and Ivy?
Fuck Yeah, my God, I'd love for you to join us, but I do think it's unfortunately a three-player game. I don't know about the fourth one, the
So,
second one.
yeah. Well, again, we'll just see how time. We'll just see how time goes. You know,
Yeah, of course.
because we need to obviously
naturally.
look into the other ones first to be able to see like what. Because you guys are
Yeah.
still enjoying the first one, so enjoy that before you then
Oh
look
yeah,
onto the
and that's the thing, and
sequels.
then so there's two. I accidentally said fourth, but yes.
Yeah.
And as I've just said, lol, I forgot to ask if they were going to do four-player teams.
Well, here's the thing. I think you guys are a bit too buzzed to actually think coherently. If they do pop in again,
Definitely will ask.
yeah. So,
Definitely will.
I imagine also the fact that someone was actually streaming the game probably actually put a smile on their face.
Oh, 100%.
So,
It was great, and not just that, they also followed myself and Ivy as well.
I did see that, yes, I did see.
So I was like, oh my God, no way.
Dan was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Dude, like, I know obviously it probably happens for, like, you know, everyone else and stuff like that, but, like, the fact is, like, what, I've been streaming for quite some time now, and that's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Like, of course I'm gonna be buzzed about it. But this goes without saying as well. Any other developers for any other games that I stream or play, if you ever pop in, like, don't be afraid to, because it would genuinely be such an honor to do so. You know?
So look forward to more For the King on both Ivy and Damo's channel.
Fuck yeah. On Thursday.
Yeah. And maybe Wednesdays.
Yes, but Ivy is not around on Wednesdays, so
Might be you and Venner then.
it may just be me and Event. Yes, that is very true.
Yeah. So again, look
there's
forward to
that
more.
piece to
Look
me.
forward to more content in regards to that from that lot.
Yes. And obviously I do have like a few other articles as well, but I also don't mind taking a step back if you want to have.
Oh
an
no,
article
it's
right now.
literally I do one, you do one. Literally, we trade back and forth.
Oh, okay. All right, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
That's how
So-
That's how we've done this demo. So it's my turn now.
Damn. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, you just had yours. Because you spoke. I'm sorry, you spoke about your experience, so technically that counts.
I know. But you confused me for a minute there, so that's what I was about to.
Even though it's
so-
literally what we've always done.
Yes.
So, excuse me, madam, but hold your blue hair.
All right.
So, this is an article coming from Games Radar. Now, obviously, many of you are obviously familiar with obviously the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro titles, as well as the concern about their future, all things considered, in regards to obviously recent acquisitions from Xbox and Microsoft. Well, this little bit of info landed on my lap today. This is coming from GamesRadar.com, so do please take the time to maybe look into this yourself, folks. But apparently, Activision reportedly cancelled a Crash Bandicoot 5 that also starred Spyro because it wanted more live service games.
What?
Yeah. Activision didn't think Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time had sold well enough to garner a sequel. No, it's not a case of it not garner a sequel, it's a case of maybe learn where you went wrong with 4 and then maybe do better for 5.
Yeah.
A news report claims that Activision greenlit and cancelled a single-player Crash Bandicoot 5 while it continued to chase more live service games. YouTuber and gaming historian Liam Robertson, Did You Know Gaming, just released a new video report investigating what happened behind the scenes at developer Toys for Bob, where he alleges that Crash Bandicoot 5 was in the early stages of development, but was soon scrapped because based on what Activision considered to be underwhelming sales for Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, which sold over 5 million copies, according to its design director, Toby Shutt. Apologies if I butchered that name. Not gonna lie, I'm sorry, if a game actually sells literally multiple million copies, I'm sorry, that's not low sales figures. I don't know where Activision are getting off with this, but Oh wait, it's the same people behind Call of Duty. What am I expecting?
Duh.
Yeah. Unless it's selling like 50 million copies worldwide within 24 hours of, some priest getting jerked off, what have you, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Crash Bandicoot 5 was apparently set to be a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, while alleged concept art and story concepts reveal that the sequel planned to reintroduce classic villains, possibly feature levels set within characters' psyches, bring back elements from 2004's Crash Twinsanity, and even crossover with fellow platforming icon Spyro the Dragon, which, not gonna lie, would have pleased a lot of people, myself included. Crash and Spyro were intended to be two playable characters, the report claims, though it doesn't seem like Spyro would just be backpacking into Crash's solo adventure. Sounds like the two would essentially share the game, as both their worlds come under a multiversal threat. That version of Crash Bandicoot 5 was sadly canned around the same time as Activision's alleged cancellation of a single-player Tony Hawk Pro Skater game, while Toys for Bob were then put to work on a short-lived multiplayer spin-off, Crash Team Rumble. Toys for Bob have since become an independent studio following Microsoft Activision Blizzard's buyout and a round of brutal layoffs for the company. But it did recently announce that it signed a deal with its former owners at Xbox to develop a brand new game. A differently shaped follow-up to Crash or Spyro is definitely not impossible then. So, just more stories about how this buyout has literally trashed so much possibility. And the more I hear about how like all the other companies like they could have actually done so much, like, but unfortunately it got canned due to apparently low sales figures. I'm sorry, but 5 million fucking copies ain't low sales figures. Concord has low sales figures. Concord are barely hitting 250 players at the minute. Don't even. Concord had loads of people actually pouring shitloads of money into it, and is failing to hit over 200 players. Crash Bandicoot, 5 million copies. Hey, Suit's behind this lot. Oh, those are low sale figures. Fuck off! Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Crash Bandicoot and Spyro were originally PlayStation icons. You're now basically going ahead and ruining it by canning it because it's not making the sales figures that you want. Suck a dick and fuck off. Sick of this shit. Stop ruining the damn childhood. Arseholes. I'm not going to go on a tangent, well, apart from that little bit. But for fuck's sake.
My tangent, my tangent senses are tingling, Chaos.
Yeah, I'm trying not to, as much as I know some people do find it funny.
As John just said, breathe, buddy.
I fucking hate them.
Okay, softly. Breathe in.
Is this
Hold it for 5 seconds. And exhale over a course of 10 seconds. And repeat.
I'm not having any breathing issues. I don't need to do that. I can calm down in an instant. It's one of the good parts about being a dragon. I can switch it on and off on all please. Just ask my girlfriend. But yeah, like, Activision. I'll just say this, because I've said everything I need to say several times already over the course of several weeks. Guys, we get it. You got money now. But fuck off. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Respectively, in his opinion.
Oh, no, disrespectfully at this point, considering all the shit they're doing. Fuck off.
My point still stands. Disrespectfully, in his opinion.
Yes, my opinion is mine and mine alone. opinions of chaos do not represent the channel as a whole. Oh wait, the channel is me. Fuck. People have probably said way fucking worse than I'll ever do in regards of it. I have way more knowledge than I do. So Damo,
Yes.
your turn.
So this one is from pushsquare.com. Sony to shortchange PlayStation Stars members with PlayStation Plus renewals starting next year. Sony is sending out emails to PlayStation Plus subscribers notifying that the terms and service for the rewards program, PlayStation Stars, is being updated, which probably mean it's actually online. Starting from the 24th of October, you must accept these updated terms to continue to be a PlayStation Stars member. And from then onwards, those precious points will expire 13 months from the date they hit your account. Worse, from the 1st of March 2025, points can no longer be earned from subscription payments, initial or recurring. Yay? Question mark. That's quite bleak because PlayStation Plus isn't as cheap as it once was.
Nope.
And if you are a subscriber, this recurring charge was at least a way to reinvest back into the ecosystem. Annoyingly, you will also need to manually log into PlayStation Stars via PlayStation app or online to review the TOS, or you will be considered a cancelled member.
Yep.
Sony has ever remained savage, coldly offering its subscribers a choice. PlayStation Stars members must accept the updated terms of service to remain a PlayStation Stars member, or decline and cancel your PlayStation Stars membership if you do not want to make any selection. You will be considered a cancelled member until you accept the updated terms of service. So here it says as well, what's changing effective 24th of October 2024. New points earned will expire at the end of the month plus 12 months from the day on which they appear in your PlayStation Stars account balance. Points earned prior to October 2024 will continue to expire at the end of the month plus 24 months from the date of which they appear in your PlayStation Stars account balance. Effective 1st of March 2025, the definition of eligible purchases will be updated to exclude all subscription payments made on PlayStation Store, including any initial or renewal subscription payments for PlayStation Plus or any other subscription service, which means that points will no longer be earned on subscription payments. And that is, the article basically.
So essentially, did they kind of fuck up in regards of it being down for an entire month?
Mm-hmm.
They're now basically saying that essentially the stuff that a lot of people are sort of paying for is going to basically be even less eligible.
Essentially, yes. So, to my knowledge, from what I can make out from that article, is that you can still receive points, but not for subscription-based things as of next year. Which, in a way, makes no sense, because a lot of the points are, I think at least, come from a subscription-based service.
So I've got a question that I think they need to answer. Does that mean that any stuff that you do from games that are on PlayStation Plus, does that mean they no, you won't be getting points from them anymore?
Probably, and it would not surprise me.
Because they're not gonna lie, that then throws their whole little thing where they throw out the challenge of download this game, download these games for the PlayStation Plus for this month. Mm-hmm. It literally just See, folks, this is why I say that neither company is. There's a reason why I say neither company is good, because they keep pulling shit like this. Oh. In regards of a subscription-based thing, fucking Nintendo is doing way better.
Well, yeah, but this thing that they're saying you won't earn points from subscription-based services, which to me makes no sense, because it's like, okay,
I'm sorry,
the
but
article's been kind of vague with everything else, though.
I'm sorry, but their entire thing is a subscription-based service.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Unless they mean purchases from buying games only, and like in-store
Alright, so
in-game currency.
I've got the email up. Alright. What is changed? Starting October 24th, 2024, you must accept the updated PlayStation Stars terms of services to be a PlayStation Stars member. Well, in that case, literally just by signing in the app or online basically does it. What's changing? Effective October 24th, new points will be earned will expire at the end of the month, plus 12 point months from the date on which they appear. So essentially, if you earn any points in that month, then unless you use them, so essentially you have sounds like you got 13 months to use those points.
Yep.
If the way that they're, because they worded it in such a weird way, at the end of the month plus 12 months from the date on which they appear in your PlayStation Stars account. Say 13 months! Like, I'm sorry, but bruh. Points earned prior to October 2024 will continue to expire at the end of the month plus 24 months from the date. Effective March 1st, the definition of eligible purchases will be available to exclude all will be updated to exclude all subscription payments made on PlayStation Store, including any initial or renewal subscription payments for PlayStation Plus or any other subscription service, which means that points will no longer be earned on subscription payments. So, alright, so if I'm reading that right, basically just buying PlayStation Plus no longer gets you points.
Mm-hmm.
Or buying, like, I don't know, like any of like the other services that are a part of it. I'm sorry, but they're seriously literally trying to say fuck you guys with this.
It's an L from the consoles.
Or COD. Who fucking knows at this point? Like, this is one of those situations where I literally just feel like I should just play the clip I uploaded onto TikTok. Can everyone just stop being dicks? Yeah, you can essentially only get points from buying games. Essentially, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not gonna lie, the points you get from buying games isn't exactly great either.
Nope.
I bought Gundam Breaker 4 Ultimate Edition, right? 90 quid, right? You'd have thought that would at least, get me at least, maybe £5 on PlayStation, right? Nope! Again, I'ma say this, Nintendo has the best subscription service currently going because it's cheap and they give you access to old school games. Yeah, they're emulated, but they fucking work.
It'll be funny, you get more points, right? To spend on the Nintendo the Nintendo Store, right? The e-store, to buy more games, which give you even more points on top of that. Than what you do on PlayStation.
Yeah. So, Nintendo, please don't go the way that these guys are. Please, for the love of fuck. You are our only hope.
Put it this way, right? I use my phone. It's no surprise to get my games and stuff. Yada yada yada. It's not a surprise. We talk about this quite often at this point.
Yeah.
But to make a point, okay, in my PlayStation app. Notifications. PlayStation Plus Premium 3-month subscription. You have earned yourself 400 points. That's not even £1.
Jesus.
That is disgraceful.
Congratulations, Sony. You're being stupid.
And not just that as well. I can't even play any PlayStation games, or specifically PlayStation 5 games, on my PS5 because it will crash my system now.
Yeah, it sounds like you maybe need to get your system checked out, Damo, for the most part.
Yes. But either way, it's going to be very expensive to do so. I can either send it to Sony themselves, which is going to cost me an arm and a leg to ship over, or the town I live in. Depending on where you go and who's working that day, is also going to be very expensive because they're probably going to fuck it up. Because consoles are not their specialties, phones are.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
So, long story short, if the rewards program, like, they shut down the rewards program for over a month,
Yep.
and they were saying, "Oh yeah, we're working on it," and they were saying, "Oh yeah, you can still get stuff." Yeah, fucking bullshit. When it came back, I didn't have jack. It took me 6 months to get a $20 card, and I only buy maybe one game of Fortnite Crew a month. So yeah, the whole thing literally is like, it makes no sense. How about this? PlayStation. How about make it so it's actually more viable for the whole PlayStation Stars thing? Because at the minute, the challenges that you put on there aren't worth dick. And if you've already bought a game and then it appears on the fucking thing, you literally then luck out because you don't class as actually having bought the game to actually class for that challenge to be done, so you end up losing out on a challenge. If they're literally going to basically be cutting at the end of a month for the points, then what's the point anymore? You might as well not even agree to the terms of services at this point. Because at this point, the services aren't worth shit. I'm pretty sure they're worth even less than the terms than the time it took to actually type that shit out. Whoever typed out that email, pretty sure they're getting paid way more than PlayStation Stars is worth at the moment.
And also, as well, just to answer you, Ivy, as well, saying that I should send it in. I've had to take it apart to clean the dust out of it, and I don't know if that voids it. But I've not gone, say, as far as to taking that, obviously you take off the case, you take off the black bit on the inside.
That might be something to Google.
I think I will, because I know the warranty is different compared to PS4 than it is PS5.
Yeah.
But, the most I've done is take off the white casing, unscrewed the bit of the fan so I can quickly clean the fans. Like, screw that back in, that's it. Yeah. And then put on the white casing again. They sent you a box. I will Google, do some research, and see if I can get on a live chat with someone from Sony to send me a said box to have a look at it. Because like I said, I don't know what the warranty is on PS5.
Yeah.
All I know is that it's different to PS4. But one thing I did kind of think as well, because a lot of stuff on TikTok specifically to do with fixing computers and PS5s at the moment keep popping up on my For You page, is that it could be the liquid metal that is causing a bit of an issue. But I also don't want to open it up that far.
No.
In case I break it.
Yeah. So, to summarise, Xbox can't work out their previous shit, how that broke. PlayStation are just breaking their online services to the point they're no longer really being worth the price we're paying. And Nintendo is sailing right past and is actually, not gonna lie, at this point, way more viable. Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me that wasn't picked up.
What? What was picked up?
As you As you were talking, I farted and I saw my mic light up.
To be honest, I didn't hear it, so you're good.
Good. They may even give you a walkthrough in the live chat to fix it yourself. Though that's true, there is a lot of screw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
you didn't hear anything? Oh, nice. You just got my admission to farting on live instead. That's great.
Congratulations. That's now going on YouTube.
Yes.
So, on to something I personally feel is actually a bit more of a humorous thing, really.
Ew.
As you guys obviously can see on the title, Pizza Hut. Now, why would we be talking about Pizza Hut here on the Pizza Oven Flopcast?
That is shit.
I mean, give me a Domino's, but
Right?
yeah, no. Apparently, and this is coming from Dexerto.com, I saw this and I laughed my ass off, and I thought, alright, being pizza related, I kind of have to cover this. Just because. Alright? The article, I'm going to read this article, and then I'll let you guys be the judge on this one. Pizza Hut is now accepting TikTok videos as payment, but there's a catch. This is an article from the 23rd of this month. Pizza Hut is now offering a promotion where customers can pay for their meals by creating TikTok content. Fast food chains often find new and inventive ways to promote their products, such as through unique menu items, summer deals, and more. However, Pizza Hut is now offering a new promotion where customers can pay for their food with TikTok videos. This new deal, called Pay With Your Trend promotion, will only be available in the United Arab Emirates. Still, if it is popular, there is a chance it will expand to the United States and other parts of the world. I can see it get abused to fuck. Ahmed Sabri, apologies if I have butchered your name, the marketing lead at Pizza Hut Middle East and Pakistan, revealed why the company wants those with a smaller following on TikTok to join. Social media is quite literally becoming a currency in today's world. Not actually a far off statement, to be fair. I think you could agree on that one as well, Damo. So far, it's been accessible only to those who have a large following. With this promotion, we're opening it up for everyone and anyone. No matter who you are, what you do, or how many followers you have. You can use your content to pay for Pizza Hut's My Box, said Sabri. How to get your free Pizza Hut meal using TikTok? For those eager to create TikTok videos in exchange for payment from Pizza Hut, here is how to do so. Order your My Box, purchase a My Box meal from Pizza Hut UAE from a store or through Pizza Hut UAE website or app. Create your content, film a creative video of yourself featuring any TikTok trends you like and a Pizza Hut My Box. Share online. Post your public video on TikTok, tagging and following at Pizza Hut UAE with the hashtag Your Terms, Your Conditions. Get a free My Box. Pizza Hut UAE will send you a DM via TikTok containing a one-time promo code which can be redeemed on the Pizza Hut UAE website or app to receive a free My Box. So I don't know why, I could just literally I don't know why, but I can literally just see people doing literally dumb fucking dances in a Pizza Hut, thinking that's going to get them a free pizza.
I'd just be like, this is what I'd do if I actually enjoyed Pizza Hut, which I don't, because the one nearest to me is gross and disgusting. So,
Yeah.
But if it was me, I'd just do a video going, yo, I want free pizza. Here's your advertisement. That's the trend.
Hashtag sellout.
Yeah.
But
Hashtag just give me the pizza.
I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, the statement made by the marketing leads, obviously about social media becoming almost a form of currency, you're probably not far off, all things considered. And not gonna lie, the fact that they're trying to reach out to people of smaller, like, of smaller numbers.
Mm.
To be fair, I can kind of see what they're trying to do. They're trying to do two birds, one stone. They're trying to build a reputation with content creators that are smaller, to then maybe actually give them a chance to reach a different audience while also promoting their own stuff. So because they've obviously promoting their own stuff, that'll turn mean that there's a chance that more people will actually do it. And so because there's more chance people will do it, means the word will get out more, yada yada yada, and so people will then be willing to get more Pizza Hut. It is an interesting idea. I'll say there's a lot of balls to try and actually to pull this off.
But the thing is, in a way, I do get it as well, because, and I did do some research into this after seeing it on TikTok, okay? And for the most part, it's actually true. Big corporations, when they see a trend, it takes time, about a minimum of a week, to get approved. So by the time that trend is done and dusted, you know, it just seems pointless to do. So yeah, two birds, one stone. Help out the smaller creator. Technically, some free advertising, so they don't have to pay for it, but also don't have to go through the advertising people.
And it is sorry about that, nephew trying to be smart, trying to be clever.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is, it's like it could go one of two ways. It could either actually really start something off, which might cause it to unfortunately then be for only bigger content creators. Because though the intention is good, what's to stop it from basically being dominated by big content creators? Ones that literally have like hundreds of viewers or like thousands and thousands upon thousands of viewers on their stuff.
Yeah.
So, again, it's funny the fact that they're going to try this. But at the same time, I'm curious to see how this goes. You won't ever see me doing it. But I'm curious to see how it goes. Because this could actually be a positive thing. It could also be absolutely negative. But it depends on the people running the show. So, if we actually hear any more news from this, and it actually succeeds, and it comes out of the UAE, and ends up going to America and other countries, as obviously a pizza obviously a whole pizza thing here, I would like to actually cover that again at some point if it actually kicks off well.
Straight up.
If it falls flat on its face, then obviously we probably won't hear anything from it, and then obviously you won't hear from it again. But just the idea of people doing dumb shit in front of a Pizza Hut box is funny. So,
Honestly, yeah, to be honest. And Ivy, if I'm ever able to come in, see you, I will try the Pizza Hut over where you're at, because honestly, like, there's two. You've got the walk-in restaurant where you can sit down and eat, like, unlimited pizza pretty much, which is the good one, but unfortunately they don't deliver to my address.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that sucks. And then you've got the one that's closer that does suck.
yeah.
Paid $3 for picking up your own pizza? What the fuck?
Yeah. So, again, that'll be something, obviously, as I said, we'll cover, obviously, at a later date. But, Damo!
Yes!
What you got next for us?
Let's see.
I believe you got a few that actually are basically combined, essentially could be combined together.
Two that are combined together, yeah. So is it okay if I do the two that are combined?
Shoot!
Sweet! Okay, so this one's from Eurogamer.net, and it's about Silent Hill 2 remake. So there's going to be two Silent Hill 2 remake articles that I'm going to be reading out now. So this is the first one. It will take more than 20 hours for Silent Hill 2 Remake completionists to find everything hidden for you. Bloober Team creative director and lead designer for Silent Hill 2 Remake has confirmed the psychological horror game will take 16 to 18 hours to complete on average, but they did tease that it will take more than 20 hours for players to find everything that the team put into the game and things that we've hidden for you. In a message posted to Twitter, Mr. Lennart, Lennart person, I'm not gonna try and pronounce their first name. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Hinted that even that kind of runtime would likely not include the new Game Plus mode and all the endings. He then posted a string of 6 emojis, of which Silent Hill 2 fans will instantly recognize as the nods to the game's original 6 endings. Chance to get the doggo ending. Anyway.
So are we gonna? So Damo, does that mean we're actually gonna see you on there actually doing runs where you're trying to get specific endings?
I don't know, because this is the thing. I've never been good at puzzle things, especially when it comes to games.
That's why you use your special friend called Google.
No shit. I will be on Google for the majority of the time anyway. Anyways. It's possible, but it depends, because in order to get the initial dog ending, I think you had to do at least 2 playthroughs, and I don't know if I could do that. As much as I love the Silent Hill franchise, like any game, I just try and complete it once. Honestly, and then I put it down for a really long time, and I'll pick it back up again, sort of situation, but that's about it. You know, so it is one of those, we will actually have to see on that front. Anyway, interestingly, in response to a comment, Lennart teased that there would be no spoilers, not even through emojis, for any other secrets the team has planned. Of which, someone called Low, in response to Lennart's tweet about the first playthrough is around 16 to 18 hours average, smiley face, Low put, so much new stuff on the Silent Hill 2 remake shown, and I'm really loving that. Loving what I'm seeing. Eddie and Mary look fantastic, but the way the fog dynamically reduces your visibility has got me doing backflips. Also, here's a confirmed average time. I'll probably spend 20 plus hours exploring, though, laughing emoji. Leonard then says, if you like to put your time in searching for everything that we put into the game and the things we've hidden for you, it will take you more than 20 hours for sure. I'm not counting the new game plus and all the endings, of course. I'm curious how fast you will get all of them, which there is alien, doggo emojis, the sign with the parent and child, water, fire, a candle, and a woman, which the woman is the true ending, technically. But that's just obviously, I'm not going to give that away because
yeah,
there's a thing called...
Yeah.
Anyway...
So you got a lot to look forward to coming.
Oh, 100%. I can't wait. I really can't wait. So anyway, he was also asked of later in the same thread, you know, proud of everything truly. But if I would need to choose, I think the general... You're not a Pokemon, shut up! Anyway... Sorry, there's people outside screaming. Well, I know, but I can, and that's why it's annoying. Like, I'm very much aware you can't hear, but I can. Anyway, I'm proud of everything truly, but if I would need to choose, I think the general flow of the game and a new level design / puzzles approach. I believe we've been able to find a nice balance between the memory of the original locations and new content that will be able to surprise even the long-time fans of Silent Hill 2. Monday, 19th of August, Konami dropped a brand new story trailer, which Chaos literally delivered to me on my fucking doorstep in my DMs. And let's just say the gates were a gushing. Oh, fangirlism, I guess. You know, I really liked it because the element for it was amazing. The way that they did that story trailer was, in my opinion, really fucking good.
Yeah, literally, Damo's literally been gushing about this game for ages.
Yes, especially when I heard the rumor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really, 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 really cannot wait. To be honest, I really can't.
Literally,
Anyway.
soon as that actual like full-on date is confirmed, and Damo literally has nothing else, and Damo basically clears schedule. Guarantee that's probably going to be Damo's stream for the entire week.
I wouldn't say for the entire week, because, you know, my weekly game time with IV and Inventor, but I see what you're hinting at. I might just make an extra day, you know, stream.
Hey Damo, how you doing? I've been going for the past 48 hours.
Okay, Tiger, calm down, calm down. I wouldn't be that bad, but, you know.
We'll see.
We'll see, yeah. Anyway, letting us meet Eddie and Mary for the first time. The teaser essentially matched the original's acclaimed 2001 E3 trailer, and the script is almost identical too. All set against a fabulous reimagining of one of Silent Hill 2's end themes, Promise. Earlier this week, Tom Morgan shared his thoughts on the opening hours of the remake in Eurogamer's Silent Hill 2 remake preview, stating, "In rebuilding such a beloved classic with upgraded visual controls, the new combat style fits in surprisingly well," Tom wrote in his excellent summary. What I've seen so far of Silent Hill 2 Remake, though, shows a team determined to stick to the original blueprint first. It provides the game a comfortingly familiar structure while allowing new detail to flourish around it like a trellis, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it grows past its first 3 hours. I can't wait either. I really can't wait. Like,
Oh, I think we all get how buzzing you are on this one.
and just to think, my dad traumatized me with this game when I was a child. Well, the first one initially, but yes.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's only because I was very hell bent on getting, like, as soon as I found out that there was a dog ending in Silent Hill 2, as I was like a little bit older, I really wanted that ending. So, yeah. And anyway, so this one's from Game Rant. Game Rant, there we go. So the release times have been now officially been confirmed. So I'm just gonna list off the region and the time, just because that would make a lot more sense rather than going through the entire article, because that literally ties in with the other one.
Yeah, you better off just doing the time.
So in Los Angeles, October 7th, 9 p.m. on PS5, PDT. I mean, they're basically the same. Okay, they're not. Okay, fair enough. New York, midnight EDT on PS5. So I'm going to do PS5 and then Steam, because I fucked up and I realized that I fucked up, so we're just going to continue. Sao Paulo, midnight GMT -3. London, midnight. Yeah. And this is on PS5, remember. Paris, midnight CST. Istanbul, midnight. Don't know what the fuck region that is, but Ryada, midnight GMT +3. Hong Kong, midnight HKT. Tokyo, midnight. Sydney, midnight. And then on Steam, 9 p.m, midnight, 1 a.m, 5 a.m. I'm setting an alarm, or I'm not going to sleep at all.
I'll make sure you set an alarm, Damo.
Thank you.
Someone's got to fucking try and get you under wraps.
6 a.m, 7 a.m, 7 a.m, 12 p.m, 1 p.m, and 3 p.m. In all those respective regions and their time zones and stuff like that. So, because I have it pre-ordered, deluxe edition, I will be downloading this as soon as it goes. Yes, here's your code. Put it in the Steam. Download me. And the second that is downloaded, I will be doing a stream.
Yeah. Now,
depending on how bad my internet is being, which I just want to also quickly put it out there as well. Even though I am meant to be streaming tomorrow, it really does depend on my internet provider, because my speeds have been very lackluster. Streaming would not be efficient for me if I'm going to get the same speeds that I have been on and off the last couple of days. So it's very dependent in terms of tomorrow morning. I just wanted to kind of get that out there because we're kind of talking about it, but it's not the point. Anyway, continue.
Well, not gonna lie, I was gonna say it, and it'd be better if you actually make an announcement in your server in regards to that.
I will be later on, yes. After.
I was gonna say, do you need me to remind you?
Yes. Thank
Fuck's sake. Would you like me to hold your hand while you type it out?
Yes, please, Daddy.
Fuck off. So, speaking of Steam, many of us remember, obviously, the game that came out recently that was meant to be the next big zombie survival game, The Day Before.
Dun, dun, dun.
And how much of a massive failure that was. Well, apparently, this is according to Game Rant as well, and I have looked into it with a few articles and a few other people, and apparently it is true. Despite the servers being shut down, you can actually find there is actually one lone player still jumping on the game. It might just be a case that they're actually just getting on the menu, or it might be a dev jumping on to actually see if they can actually notice anything that may not be working. But again, as stated, the servers are shut down. They got shut down in January. What was it, like a week after the game was released?
Not even that, I think, just under a week.
Yeah, something along those lines. But the fact is, alright, it came out on December 7th. Sorry. Apologies on that one. The fact is, it failed tremendously. And the fact is, there's someone actually still apparently trying to play the game. Like, Steve posted on Reddit. There is actually and the caption is, "Shout out to the one gay in The Day Before right now, 07." And it's like, it's kind of interesting how literally that one person has kind of brought this game back into discussion. Because Damon and I looked at this article yesterday, and we kind of had a few theories on maybe what might be going on. And so far, the only one that kind of makes any form of sense is a dev going through it.
And even though, like, yeah, I do respect that theory, I do think someone may have been able to get in a short time frame window to be able to show that.
But the thing is, it's like...
But that's just because, the amount of people online that can get in, like, the behind the scenes and stuff through a backdoor window and stuff. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, we can speculate till we're blue in the face. Until we actually hear, like, full, like, what's going on. And to be honest, I don't think we'll be hearing from the actual dev team at all, ever again. I think it just might be one of those questions that will just be sort of left up. Like, who was that lone player? Because when you look at the info, it's like they're on there for a bit, then stop, then back on like a few hours later. So they're consistent, but at the same time, it does make me wonder. Or is it someone that actually bought the game and literally when they boot up Steam, it automatically boots up the game? And they just letting it run while they do other bits. Because if the servers are shut down, then it wouldn't them being in the main menu still count as them being on the game?
Yes and no.
Well, the thing is, we don't
exactly. Because why would you have it running on the main menu doing other bits?
Well, here's the thing.
That'd be a waste of CPU and GPU.
Here's the thing.
Like,
Why is someone trying to play a game that literally did not work and was an absolute flop and literally got abandoned and shut down? You know, it's one of those questions. You know, there can be all sorts of theories thrown around. If you guys have any theories at all, please let us know. We'd love to actually see like what you guys think in regards to this. Who is this mysterious player? Who is actually playing it, and why? Because I told Damo, and the first thought was, bruh, rude, where's my access?
Yeah. Where is my fucking access? Like, I wouldn't mind playing it. Even if it's buggy as shit.
Your chance of being offered a gold-plated jet in the bin.
Yeah. So I would love to have actually experienced that game. Even if it was buggy as hell, I wouldn't have minded. Yeah, it would have been frustrating. Don't get me wrong.
The only reason you come on, Damo. The only reason you wanted to go on there is just to see like how bad it actually was.
Yeah, exactly. I do like buggy games, you know, to an extent.
Then there's me that likes breaking games. I'm sorry, but if you gave me access to that game, I would break it in so many different ways. I might find ways to break the game that they weren't even aware of. Yeah, say that. You know what? Give me the fucking access to the game. I'll fucking break it. I have 2 things left, Amo.
And I literally have one.
So I'll do one more, and then you do yours, and then I'll do the last one.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. So, something I thought that we wouldn't actually be talking about. Helldivers 2. And this is coming from N4G. I have looked into this, and there's several other places also covering this. So, Arrowhead CO shares what's holding up the review bomb cake for Helldivers 2. And essentially, I'm not going to mince words here, essentially, it's looking like they are waiting for it to basically be agreed upon in other countries, obviously, to be shown. Which might actually also mean that that's why other countries haven't actually had their access to the game returned yet, despite PlayStation's documented reversal on their decision in regards of needing the PlayStation account.
Yeah.
But there might be a case, obviously needing the PlayStation account you can easily like just reverse, but considering the all the countries that can't access the game because of them not having PlayStation support, it might be a case of having to show other countries that you do not require and proof. So that might be what's holding it up. But based on what is being said, it's looking like the review bomb cape will actually be dropped for Helldivers players to put on round about the time that other people around the world will be able to play the game again. Now, do please look into this, folks, because there might be something I might have missed. Especially since how the stressful whole thing about it.
Oh, yes.
So, please, do look into this, because the Helldivers community has turned around and said, we don't care about the fucking cape. Give us our brothers back! Let our brothers back in! But, as I said to Damo last night, is it possibly too late? Has the game sort of worn out its welcome now? Some people...
Personally, I think so, yeah.
But, who knows? If everyone's able to actually get back on the game, who knows? That might actually bring it back to life. Because people might actually still be rebelling because of it. Because though the review bombs did stop and its rating on Steam went back up, a lot of people PlayStation players included, myself being one of them, are not happy about players from around the world still not being able to play the game. So we just got to wait and see what happens. So if there's any more information, and if they do actually lift it, if they do lift the ban in other countries, then obviously we will cover that shit, because that is something monumental. Now, Damo, take it away with your last one.
Hell yeah. So, this was from Eurogamer.net. Amazon's Tomb Raider. Huge tasks, but things are going well. Development on the upcoming Tomb Raider game from Crystal Dynamics and Amazon is going well. Amazon announced it would be working alongside Crystal Dynamics on the next Tomb Raider game back in 2022, when it said it would provide its full support up to the team as it works on the biggest, most expansive series entry to date. Since then, details have been pretty sparse for the upcoming release. In fact, all we really know right now is that it is being made in Unreal Engine 5, and will have mind-bending puzzles to solve and a wide variety of enemies to face and overcome. Despite the quietness in terms of public information behind the scenes, things on Tomb Raider are going well, so says Amazon Games boss Christoph Hartmann, who told IGN that Crystal Dynamics is fairly sheltered from everything going on with Embracer. Hartmann discussed the ongoing disruption at Embracer, which initiated a comprehensive restructuring program after the collapse of a $2 billion major strategic partnership in May last year, resulting in studio closures and layoffs. The Amazon exec said he understood people obviously look at what the parent company is doing, but in Tomb Raider's case, it never acted on resources, never led to any changes on management for them, so they're fine. He added the bar is so high when creating a new Tomb Raider game. The longer you go, the expectation goes higher, so it's a huge task, but things are progressing, Hartmann said. I mean, there's some really great ideas here. While he refrained from sharing what these ideas are, Hartmann reiterated that things are moving forward at Crystal. The studio went through a couple of ownership changes anyway before, so it's not brand new for them, he continued. They kind of were doing games with moving around anyway, and like, okay, new sheriff, you know what I mean, new owner in town. Wow, what a fucking quote. Let's just keep on doing what we do and make
shout out to that, as nothing wrong with throwing in a bit of humour.
Oh, 100%. Along with the upcoming game, Amazon also has a Tomb Raider TV project in the works with Fleabag's Phoebe Waller-Bridge attached. Meanwhile, Netflix has its own animated series arriving later this year, known as Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft.
Alright, I'm gonna jump in here real quick. The animated series I was aware of. The other stuff about obviously a new game and the was it movie or series? Another series?
TV series, yeah.
Yeah, I was not aware that was actually a thing. So
same. So you got to think, when I saw this article, I was like, oh,
yeah, that's massive Tomb Raider news. That is.
That is massive, yeah.
Because not gonna lie, it's been a while since we had a Tomb Raider game.
But the show will act as a bridge of sorts between the Tomb Raider Survivor trilogy and the games from the 90s.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really okay with this. So, I actually remember playing the original Tomb Raider games on a hand-me-down console. So, and then obviously you come to later years where you've got Rise of the Tomb Raider, you know, you've got your, not Epilogue, is it Epilogue? When it's before?
Epilogue is after. Prologue is before.
Prologue, there we go. The prologue to those games, so you know you've got Rise of Tomb Raider and then you've got the other one as well. I will admit I did enjoy the games, but it didn't have the same feeling that I had as a child. And then obviously you've got the movies from, you know, that kind of to do with those two games as a whole. I didn't really like those. I will sit here and say, hand on heart, fucking brownies honor, because that's the brownies. you know, in the brownies, um, you know, the I still prefer the Angelina Jolie.
They were like, I'm with you. Like, they were. Here's the thing, right? I've been very open to how I feel that video game, like movie adaptations of video games, 9 times out of 10 tend to be absolutely dog shit.
Yeah.
The Tomb Raider films that Angelina Jolie did were actually really good.
Yes.
And not gonna lie, they were kind of actually close to how old school Tomb Raider games were than most movie adaptations go.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, shout out to Angelina Jolie and the people that worked on those films. You guys did a banging job. Like, even my mum likes it.
Right.
Not to mention
So
the
if they
soundtrack
can-
was also awesome.
Oh, tell me about it. And this is the thing as well. I can sit here for days going like, oh, I remember playing Underworld and Legends and Anniversary. But then I sit there and think those weren't actually the real one, not the real ones. But you know what I mean? Like they weren't the first ones I actually played. It was actually, if I genuinely remember correctly, it was Tomb Raider 2 on a hand-me-down PS1. Okay. Quick little mini backstory.
Which will take another
When
20
I
minutes.
was, it will not, 10 at most. Anyway,
Jesus.
when I was living with my biological mum, there was an airing cupboard. It was a big airing cupboard that a freezer, you know, like the old American style freezers, like the big chunky like rectangle ones.
Yeah.
Well, basically, she removed that, and I had, you know, the blow up sofas.
Yeah.
That would like basically my not so related cousin. He gave me his PS1 and I had a small chunky TV that I was able to play it on.
And
So
that's where
anytime
you-
I was being a little shit, I would be sent in there because that was more effective than locking me in the other airing cupboard with Bibles in it. Yeah. So
Lovely memories.
and that was actually my cousin's idea to do, actually, is to let me have my own chill out space. So yeah, and that's how I kind of got into it and actually kind of fully gaming, I guess. One of the very few happy memories, but
So-
still let's focus on the positive, right?
So, essentially, to break it down, we're getting an animated Tomb Raider series,
I believe we already have the animated one. Hang on.
I'm not
Yeah, okay, no, it's coming out later this year. Known as
um,
Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft.
we're now also getting a series that ties in and connects some of the previous games, and we're also getting a new Tomb Raider game as well.
So I think the animated series is the one that's acting the bridge between Tomb Raider trilogy and the games from the 90s, and then the TV series is its own thing that might be connected to the new game that'll be coming out. Yeah.
Well, not gonna lie, I'm gonna be interested to see how that goes, and no doubt, obviously, as more information comes out in regards of it, obviously we will cover it over here on the Flopcast. And I'll probably leave that side to Damo, actually.
Yeah, I don't mind covering it. If any more information pops up, I will let you know.
So, time for the final bit. Now,
Dun dun dun.
folks, as you are aware, Gamescom actually just happened recently, and they announced a bunch of and they announced quite a few games. Some we were already aware of, some we had hints of, and others we just weren't expecting or really cared about. So I'm going to read off the list. I'm not going to go through the article because there's no need. Because you don't want to hear about all the various things. You want to hear about what games actually have been said. So, off the top, because not gonna lie, I was not even expecting this. I knew we may be getting something a bit further on down the line, but I wasn't expecting to hear about it. Borderlands 4 has been sort of teased a bit by, obviously, the people behind them. Let's just hope they don't screw this one up like they kind of screwed up number 3. Because, not gonna lie, 2 had a very memorable cast of characters and an actual memorable villain with Handsome Jack. So, I personally say Handsome Jack's a way better villain than the twins, but that's my opinion. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. By the way, you can find all the videos in regards to this on YouTube. Just look them up. Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred, the expansion. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Yeah, he's just going to get a cup. Infinity Nikki. World of Warcraft Ride. Monster Hunter Wilds. We Harvest Shadows. Directive 8020. Path of Exile 2. Dune Awakening. Dying Light, The Beast. That one holds my interest. Civilization 7. Black Ops 6. Snore. Starfield, Shattered Space. Marvel Rivals. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. Genshin Impact for the Xbox. Masters of Albion. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And Mafia the Old Country. Now obviously Monster Hunter Wilds obviously and Dying Light the Beast obviously hold my interests. As well as obviously the Dragon Ball game. Those ones kind of more hold my interest more than the rest. Dying Light the Beast, I believe, actually features the dude from the first game.
Nice.
I believe. I will have to re-look into that.
Naturally.
Because also, it may also answer like what was actually the true ending to come out of the DLC.
Okay.
So if it's actually the truth, then yay. We'll be looking forward to that. And with that being said though, folks, we are actually going to be wrapping up here for the evening. The next episode of the Flopcast will be on the 9th of September.
Yes.
So look forward to that.
All 9 days before my birthday.
Oh, you're getting old. Don't worry, game. Don't worry. There's been talks. We're gonna get you a walker soon.
Shouldn't be saving that gimmick for my 30th birthday, not my 28th.
I don't know. Sometimes the pain you complain about.
It's just because I'm chonkers.
But yeah, Damo, as always, thank you for joining me. Where can people find you?
You can find me over at twitch.tv/itsdemu, as well as over on Twitter at twitter.com/partywithknives, and on TikTok, it's the Beauty TV. I say that with a mouthful of toffee, am I right?
I mean, it sounds like a challenge if you ask me.
Always is, mate, what you talk about.
Obviously, as you guys may have seen on the schedule, for those of you who are watching here live, I'm playing Manny tomorrow. Those who are actually watching on YouTube, hi again YouTube. Hope you actually enjoy. If you enjoyed this episode, then be sure to check out all the previous ones so you actually get an actual general idea of the dates of when we've actually done these, because I've actually tried to date each one of when we went live with these, so you'll actually have a general idea of what we've actually been talking about. And if you go back far enough, you'll actually hear probably a old meme that we did originally on the Flopcast. Sephiroth! Massive cock! Never fails to give us a little chuckle on that one. But with that being said though, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you got all your belongings with you, because otherwise the goblins will take them away and have their way with them. And with that being said, folks, raise your pizzas high and say it with me. Stay chaotic and live for the challenge.
And live for the challenge. Ooh.
Bye.
Bye.